Hey, good morning, Renee. This is Viola with Gwinnett SEO. Thank you so much for taking the time out to chat with me yesterday and giving me all the great information that you have. And thanks for clicking on this video. All right, now I'm going to briefly show you 3 easy ways that you can improve your website so you can start bringing in more customers. And just in case if you're wondering why I'm making this video for you, it's pretty simple. There really are a lot of business owners like yourself that are out there who just don't have the time to make the internet work for them. And it kind of holds them back from hiring a marketing agency, especially seeing that they don't know who is an expert and who's not an expert. So I found that by making these attack plans and giving them away for free, it kind of allows some business owners to do this themselves. So if you want to do this yourself, go right ahead. But if you want some help at the end of this, then give me a call and we can partner and figure out how we can move forward. But I'm just trying to help as many business owners as I possibly can. So I'm going to talk to you today about content, backlinks, and citations. So first off, you have a Google website, which is not a bad thing, right? Because that means you're entering your information directly into Google. But I want you to see something. When somebody types in Microblading Augusta, Georgia, right? This is what pops up. So first you got, well, usually it's the ads. I guess not too many people are running Google ads, which is, that's fine. A lot of people bypass that anyway. But then you have this area here, which is all about the citations. I'll get deeper into that. And then you also have this section down here, which is the organic section. Now, when somebody lands on this, or how Google decides who's going on this page, one of the top things they use to determine that is the amount of content that's on their home page. So 99% of these businesses have at least 1,500 to 2,000 words of information on their home page. So it's important that when you do get your website built, that the home page has at least 1,500 to 2,000 words on it. That way, Google can show that you are one of the authoritative companies in regards to this particular keyword or any other keyword around this particular industry, right? Okay, the other thing is you want to show yourself in Google eyes and make yourself trustworthy. And Google bases that off of how many different websites are linking back to you. So what do I mean by that? I'm going to jump into a tool that I use called iBrowz. Okay. And it allows me to see the back end of a website and see what's working for them and what's not. So of course, since you have a Google website, there isn't any information, there isn't anything here, but nothing to scoff at. Like I said, there are a lot of business owners that are in your industry that don't even have a website, let alone have a Google website. So kudos to you for that. Right. But I want to go a step further. Let's take a look at the competition. So the number one competitor on this list is cplasticsurgery.com. So I pulled them up and this is their website. Nothing too impressive, but as you can see, they got a lot of information, a lot of stuff on here. If anything, it looks pretty dated, right? But they're still in the number one spot. But this just tells me because they don't have enough information on here, they're definitely beatable when it comes to getting ranked. So let's take a look at them in that same tool that I use called Ahrefs. All right, a backlink. So a backlink is simply where site A has information on it and site A has a link on there, and if somebody clicks on that link, it takes them to your website, which is site B, and it transfers power over to site B. So let's say, for example, I'm going to dive into their backlinks because I want you to know that not all backlinks are created equal. What we're looking at are these numbers right here under the DR, and you'll notice some of the numbers are high, some of the numbers are extremely low. The thing is, not all backlinks are created equal. So if, let's say, for example, you did iBrowz for the lawyer next door, right? And the lawyer said, hey, I'm going to go ahead and put a backlink on my page for you to pass some pass some power over to your website so you can grow your business. Well, Google knows that you don't practice law for business, right? They know you're not in the business for that. So it has to be something relevant to what it is that you're doing. That's where the power comes from. So the strategy with this is to go in here and find exactly which businesses are passing strong power to that particular site. And I would go and ask for a link on those same businesses for a link for your website so that you can get the power passed on to you, because the stronger you get the power, the more backlinks you get, then that means you're going to start beating them in backlinks, you'll beat them in content, and then you're going to start seeing some of this organic traffic that they're getting on a monthly basis, which is over 700 clients a month, right? Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about are these keywords. Super, super, super important. So you see this right here, it says Microblading Augusta, Georgia. This is stating that 200 clients per month are searching for that one keyword. This business gets 25 of that 200, and they're in the number 3 spot on Google. You see how that works? So, this is just for things that people are looking for. And that's why I was telling you on the phone yesterday that there is a market for what you're doing right where you're at. It's just a matter of being found for it organically, right? So when you do your homepage and when you get your website built, these are the keywords that need to be built into your website. Not particularly this site, but a website separate from this, right? And still keep this because this is good to have as well. The last thing I want to talk to you about, Renee, are citations. So you see this area right here. It usually, I guess they moved it. It used to be under the map, but now it's next to it. Citations are basically anywhere throughout the World Wide Web that have your business name, address, and phone number listed, like Yelp. I know you had a bad experience with Yelp, but just to have it listed, not to necessarily use them so you can get leads, but just to have your business name, address, and phone number listed in different directories like white pages, yellow pages, Facebook, Angie's List, and Instagram, Pinterest. You kind of get the idea, right? The more citations you have, then the higher up you move in this area. Because I'm sure if we click on this right here, there's hundreds of businesses that live in this area, but Google only showcased the top 3. And the way you get in the top 3 is, let's say, for example, Augusta Permanent Makeup and Microblading, they have 50 citations. Well, add another 50, you need to get 50 and then add another 50 on top of that. So that way, you're outranking them month after month after month. And if they decide to add another 5, you're already 10 steps ahead of them. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the strategy to win in this area. And of course, to have more reviews and more photos, but it's not all about reviews. It's not all about reviews, because as you can see here, they have 264, they have 39, but they're in the number 1 spot. So citations is the winner in this area. Okay, so that's all I got for you, Renee. I really hope this is helpful, and I hope that you're able to put some of this into action. Don't forget to leave me some feedback. I will be following up with you as well. Let me know if this was at all helpful, and if you want some help doing this, this is what I do. Feel free to give me a call. You can respond via email or text, whatever, or call me, whatever works for you. Okay. Thanks for listening to this for the last 8 minutes. I appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.